Well, hello. So 2024 was awesome for me. It was really, really good. And I just thought I would share some of the things that I did that I found that made 2024 successful. So obviously I'm going to build on those for 2025 to make it even more successful. So starting off, I had my vision board. I did this in Canva, and I'm just going to read off it because if I put it up to the camera, you won't be able to see it. So one of the things I think I did that made 2024 really memorable for me was that I joined a lot of circles. So I created new friend groups and new acquaintance groups around things that I'm particularly interested in. So I'm very interested in AI and automation. So I created friends groups with that. Interested in investment. So I created a friend group with that. Wanted to learn good health tips. So I created another friend group around healthy eating and exercise. So I had loads of different groups that I was a member of. And I think that really helped to make 2024 really successful because I was following things I was very passionate about. And I had groups of people that were equally passionate about those things. So a wider network of friends and acquaintances and groups to kind of expand on things I enjoy doing. So that was really, really successful. I've done my goals for 2025, and so that's all set to go. No issues there. So I'm really looking forward to 2025. So some of the things that didn't quite work in 2024 was I got this vision cloud. So it's a vision board, and I got this off Amazon. I think it was about £40 at the time. And this was what I was supposed to do my vision board with. However, I didn't end up using it because I found it easier to do the vision board in Canva or PowerPoint. And that way I can, have a visual copy of it on my phone as my screensaver. And I kind of encourage my kids to do the same thing. So my daughter also has done her vision board and she did it in Canva as well. And that way, we are able to make it really personalized, so we can put in our images, put in our friends and our family, so you feel more connected to the vision board. So that's what I'm doing for 2025, and I'm really looking forward to that. In terms of journals and planners, so I used a lot of journals and planners in 2024. Some worked and some didn't work that well. So I'll just do a rundown of some of the materials I used and the results I got from them. So the first was this planner. Really good planner. I liked it. I did use it in the beginning of the year, but I quickly stopped using it because it is a planner, not a journal. And I think I'm more of a journal person as opposed to a planner. So I just found that there wasn't sufficient space in the boxes to kind of put out my day, because I just want to pour out at the end of the day. But it was a good planner. I like that it's not dated, so you can still use it in the future. So I could probably use it in 2025 for daily planning, and as opposed to using it for journaling. So this planner, I didn't really use it, maybe for the first few weeks of 2024. Then after that, I stopped. This is the journal that I used. It's really huge. I know they have a smaller version of it, but I got the bigger one because I wanted a wide space for writing, and because my writing is quite big. This journal is about 60% complete. I didn't do 100%. And the reason for that was just because of its size. So it's not something I could take away when I was going away for a weekend, or something I could take away on holiday, because it's really heavy and it's really bulky. And that's the only reason why I didn't use it as often or as much as I probably could have. I found it to be a really good journal. There was loads of space for me to write. They had weekly and monthly reflection, which was really good. And I did enjoy using it, but unfortunately, as I said, I didn't use it 100%, but it was still quite valuable for me. So yeah, that was really good. So this one also doesn't have a date to it, but it is broken down into months. So that's just something to note, but a really good journal, highly recommend. So with this journal, I use this for weight loss. So I joined this program. I believe I did it for about 6 months, I think, or 7 months. And it was like a 90-day challenge. I enjoyed using this journal because it allowed me to measure what I was eating, what I was drinking, exercise, sleep, my moods. So it was a really, really beautiful journal, and I enjoyed the program. So I did the program because I wanted to learn good eating habits and exercise habits, and I just wanted to be around people that were also on a weight loss journey. So that was really amazing. So I will be keeping this journal simply because I made a note of things that were working well and things that weren't working well for me. So if I do need to go back on a weight loss journey, which I still am on to be fair, but I can go back and look at this and see what worked particularly well, and use that to aid my learning. And this is the last one. So this is my handy pucker pad. And to be honest, I always use pads like this. I started journaling at the age of 19, and I tend to use pads like this for my journaling because you can, set your date yourself, write as much or as little as you want on a given day. And if you miss a couple of days, there are no gaps. You just, continue as you are. So this I found quite useful. And I have used it for 2024, but not as much because I had other journals and other planners I was using. But the plan for 2025 is to just continue using something that works for me, which is my old planner. I have ordered a few things off TikTok in terms of prompts because I found that daily prompts were quite helpful. So I've ordered another book off TikTok which allows me to have those daily prompts, and then I can just do my reflection and my journaling in a notepad. And not to forget my project book. So this I really use this book. So it's almost complete. So when I first got it, there was nothing in it, obviously, because it's just a pad and there was no information in. And the challenge I had was to fill that with something useful. So it started off really slow. So I suppose the first couple of months, to be honest, I really didn't have anything in it. I just had an empty project book, but as ideas started coming in, I started making notes of them, and from there it's developed. So I've got lots of really useful information in this project book, and I'm definitely going to use it to 2025 because some of the projects I'm hoping to develop are still in their infancy, but this project book was really useful, and this was recommended to me by Sandra. So I really recommend getting a project book, because even though you don't have any ideas as yet, they will come with time. When you have a book like this, you can write those down. I also got this Overthinker's journal from TikTok, and I did use it a bit, but not that much. I suppose I don't really overthink that much as I thought I did. So I didn't really get an opportunity to use it that much. But if you're an overthinker, definitely something you might want to consider using. Then I got the Shadow Work journal. So I've opened this several times and closed it back up again. I don't know if I'm quite ready. So definitely wasn't ready in 2024, but 2025, I'm going to give it a shot and see if there's any healing that I need to do. So yeah, that's something to look out for. I'm also going to be reading The Seat of the Soul. There was another one that I read, which wasn't Seat of the Soul, it was Seat of Something. And I found that really useful and quite enlightening. So I'm going to try to read The Seat of the Soul. So these are the two books that I'm going to try to read in 2025. Yeah. So that's me for 2025. The plan is to make 2025 even more successful than 2024. And 2024 was truly amazing. So it will be a bit of a feat to kind of surpass 2024. But I'm going to give it a really good try. So thank you so much for watching. In terms of my hair, it's going really well. I'm on 14 years now. I did a YouTube short just to show you where my hair is in terms of its length. It's doing well. I'm happy. No complaints. And yeah, life is good. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in 2025. Bye for now.